Buddha taught that to have a happy life, we need to give up 6 things that cause suffering in life. Everyone wants to be happy, but to achieve that, we must first know how to give up things that bring suffering. Below are the knots that cause suffering and trouble in life, and only when they are untied can we live happily. 1. The knot of greed. Greed is one of the main causes of suffering and pain in life. People who are stuck in this knot often cannot let go of what they want, and they always feel that what they have is not enough. They easily get caught up in the vortex of seeking and satisfying their desires, from material things to fame. This desire can make them willing to do anything, even use any means, to achieve their goals. When they put their own interests first, they often ignore the feelings and needs of those around them, causing many problems and difficulties in relationships. Greed not only leads to wrong actions, but also makes the mind heavy and anxious. Greedy people often live in a state of insecurity because they are always afraid of losing what they have or not achieving what they want. This leads to unnecessary stress and negatively affects mental health. They can become lonely because the relationships around them are often damaged by selfishness and unfairness. Only when people can recognize and let go of greed can they find true peace and happiness. By practicing contentment and appreciating what they have, people can open their hearts to receive good things from life. Furthermore, letting go of greed also helps build lasting and respectful relationships, as sincerity and respect will be rewarded. Therefore, untying the knot of greed is an important step in the journey towards a peaceful and happy life. 2. Anger. Anger is one of the powerful knots that cause trouble and suffering in life. It not only hurts others, but also burns the soul of the person who nurtures it. Anger can be divided into 3 main types: anger towards others, anger towards things, and anger towards the surrounding environment. First, anger towards others is an emotion that comes from not being able to accept the actions, words, or attitudes of others. When people feel they are being treated unfairly, hurt, or disrespected, they easily develop hatred and resentment towards the other person. These emotions can linger for a long time, becoming a burden in the soul, making relationships between people become tense and cracked. Second, anger towards things occurs when people are not satisfied with what they have, when desires are not satisfied, when material things do not meet requirements. Anger can arise. They blame and are dissatisfied with what they own, feeling that they deserve more, and that leads to resentment, not only towards material things, but also towards themselves. Third, anger towards circumstances often appears when people do not accept the reality they are facing, when plans and wishes do not succeed, or when they encounter obstacles in life. They feel disappointed and helpless. Anger towards circumstances makes them become pessimistic, hopeless, and feel like life is meaningless. These emotions lead to alienation from others, loss of faith in life, and sometimes negative actions. Anger, if not resolved, will create a vicious cycle of trouble and suffering. It clouds the mind, causing people to lose the ability to feel peace and happiness in life. Freedom from anger is not only letting go of hatred towards others, but also learning to accept oneself, accept things and circumstances with a peaceful, mindful mind. Third, pride. Many people are complacent with what they have, thinking that they are superior to others in many ways. They often think that their success, talent, or personal achievements are unmatched. This pride not only annoys people around them, but also creates distance in relationships. Arrogant people tend to judge others unfairly, making them isolated and disrespected. In addition, pride also limits their own development. When they think they are always right, they are no longer able to listen and learn from others. This leads to missing out on valuable opportunities to improve themselves and expand their knowledge. Pride makes them prone to making mistakes because they refuse to accept advice or suggestions from others. While humility is the foundation for progress, pride leads to stagnation and failure to develop. Furthermore, arrogance also affects the ability to connect with people. When others feel undervalued or unappreciated, they will gradually distance themselves and avoid contact. This not only reduces the connection in personal relationships, but also affects the working environment, where cooperation and team spirit are very important. On the contrary, humility allows us to open up and accept the opinions of others, thereby growing both personally and professionally. Wise women understand that arrogance does not bring sustainable benefits, but only creates loneliness and loss. They know that humility and sincerity will help build good relationships and help them go further on the path of development. Only when we can let go of arrogance can we truly have the opportunity to experience life more fully and meaningfully. The knot of doubt. Doubt is one of the mental knots that makes people fall into a state of anxiety, insecurity, and loss of inner peace. When doubt invades the mind, it not only destroys trust between people, but also makes life heavy, lacking true joy and happiness. First of all, doubt erodes trust, the core of building relationships. When doubting, people no longer trust others, whether it is family, friends, or colleagues. Doubt makes every word and action of those around them be examined under a negative lens. This makes the relationship tense, easily leading to misunderstandings and cracks. Doubt not only hurts the person being doubted, but also makes the doubter himself live in a state of instability. In addition, doubt also destroys confidence and belief in himself. When doubting themselves, people no longer believe in their abilities, decisions, and direction. They are confused by every choice, afraid that they will make mistakes, and this leads to a state of disorientation in life. Self-doubt makes them afraid to step forward, afraid to face challenges, and therefore they easily miss valuable opportunities to develop and go further. Doubt also takes away the joy and lightness of the soul. When living in doubt, people are always worried about bad things that will happen, about betrayal, deception, or failure. These worries are like a rock weighing down on the mind, preventing them from relaxing and enjoying the beautiful moments of life. Happiness becomes a luxury when the mind is always torn by unanswered questions, by negative thoughts about the future and the people around. Doubt, if not controlled, will gradually become a mental disease, eroding positive energy and making life gloomy. It causes loss of connection with people, creating invisible barriers that prevent people from being close, sharing and loving each other. To escape the knot of doubt, people need to learn to trust, both in others and in themselves. Only when trust is restored can the soul find peace and happiness become truly sustainable. Breaking the knot of doubt does not mean we have to blindly trust everything, but knowing how to balance between reason and emotion, knowing when to trust and when to be cautious. The most important thing is to learn to relax, let go of unnecessary worries, so that the soul can be more peaceful and open to receiving good things from life. The knot of jealousy. Jealousy is a factor that causes unhappiness and suffering in life. When you only think about yourself, you will not be able to feel the happiness of others and will always live in a feeling of inferiority. Jealousy makes you only see what others have that you do not have, thereby creating negative thoughts and dissatisfaction in your heart. This not only hurts you, but also affects the relationships around you. Remember that life is about sharing, and everyone's happiness can change. When you feel jealous, try to look at it from a different perspective. The success of others does not reduce your value. On the contrary, the success of others can be a source of inspiration and motivation for you to strive for yourself. Instead of being jealous, learn to congratulate and feel joy from the success of others, which will bring peace to your soul. True happiness does not come from comparing yourself to others, but from understanding and appreciating your own worth. When you remove the knot of jealousy, you open up space for love and empathy, which helps create better and more lasting relationships. Only when you can be happy for others can you truly feel happiness and prosperity in your own life. 6. Stinginess. If you want to receive more, learn to give more. Stinginess is not only about clinging to material possessions, but also about not being willing to share your time, affection, and support with those around you. Stinginess will make you poor not only materially, but also spiritually, because you will always live in a state of anxiety, insecurity, and loneliness. Stingy people often do not dare to open their hearts, do not dare to help others, and that creates a vicious cycle of lack and lack of joy. Learning Buddhism is not to gain, but to know how to let go. Giving is not simply giving away property, but also showing sincerity and concern for others. When you share, you not only bring happiness to the recipient, but also feel joy and satisfaction in your own heart. This helps build lasting and deep relationships, creating a more cohesive community. Moreover, giving is also a way for you to expand your soul and discover the noble values in life. When you learn to give, you will feel prosperity not only from what you own, but also from the experiences and feelings you create for others. Only when you know how to let go and open your heart can you attract more good things into your life. Remember, true wealth lies in knowing how to share, and that is how you build a meaningful and happy life. What? When you can let go of these things, your life will become lighter and happier. By practicing forgiveness and tolerance, you will create a peaceful living environment for yourself and those around you. Finally, happiness comes not only from perfection, but also from peace of mind. Thank you for taking the time to listen to the sharing in today's video. If you have any opinions, do not hesitate to leave a comment below so we can discuss together. Please subscribe to the channel so you do not miss the next useful videos. I wish you all a happy and fulfilling married life. See you in the next video. Goodbye.